还不太明白，就说
Oh my God, 5 o'clock? I can't believe it. I'm talking 5 hours. Oh no. 开悟哈，是应该入佛的知见，该了解佛的智慧，不是信仰而已。因为相信佛，不过不了解佛是诽谤佛，了解吗？哎，要开悟才能够了解佛的智慧，那个时候才是真正的尊敬佛。不然的话，要讲清楚啦。开悟啊，
才不会迷信。
这都没有翻译啊。Cannot. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Can. All right.
Okay.
You understand now?
Yes.
Yes. Good.
English.
Oh. Then you at least translate into English.
To Vietnamese.
You translate.
I
You
can.
translate English, and he translate Vietnamese.
But I
Alright.
can. We use the microphone.
Huh?
We use the same stereo.
Yeah.
You want me to translate
Yeah.
now?
Oh. Yeah.
That gentleman, I believe he's a researcher, and he's questioning about the instant enlightenment, and he's confused about this, and he mixed the enlightenment with the religious belief, and that's why Master answered that question to him.
You don't understand. I also forgot what I answered. He say, "Is enlightenment means you go home and then then evening you might forget everything and then you cannot function in the world. Is that right?" He worries that maybe it's too abnormal. I say, no, you still function. You function only better than before. If you still like to read books and 研究是怎么样
Research.
doing
Research.
some research in books and about the knowledge of the world, you still have to do. You still can do it. And if it's good for your job, you must do. Like if you are a doctor, you have to always read medical books of the recent times, not only ancient times, in order to better your knowledge and more sufficient in your work. That you have to do. Yeah? It doesn't interfere with your enlightenment. Enlightenment is inside. Working, serving the world is outside. But the inside enlightened, the outside is also enlightened. You do your work more sufficiently, more actively, more happily. That's all. It doesn't mean you forget everything. I told him I haven't forgot anything. If I get enlightenment and forget, how can I speak to you in Chinese? I still remember Chinese. That's what I told him. Is that right? Yeah. And the second question was,
开悟跟信仰。
I say what he thought about enlightenment is only you have to believe in the Buddha, then it's enough. And read the sutra and have faith in Buddha, that's enough. And so I say, no, it isn't enough. Because the Buddha say, you have to also become Buddha, a higher level, in order to understand the Buddha's meaning and his wisdom. Because the Buddha say, if you believe me, but you do not understand me, that is disrespectful to me. Yeah? Is that right? The Buddha says so? Yes. So therefore, we cannot just believe, we have to prove by our own experience and knowledge through enlightenment. Yeah? That's why it's necessity to see in order to believe. Also he say, if we get enlightenment, we need to eat vegetarian in order to get enlightenment. I say no. To eat vegetarian is to, to cut out the karmic connection with animals in this life so that we don't incur any more burden, yeah? So that we don't be bound anymore to this world again because of this death. Also to develop our compassion and equality to all beings in God's creation. Not because you eat vegetarian, you become enlightened. Otherwise, the cows, the horses became enlightened. That's what our answer and questions, right? Anything else? 5 o'clock already. You still want to ask? Oh my God. Come. He was fat, and why he became vegetarian?
No, how come he was fat if he was a vegetarian?
Oh. You tell your wife to come up.
Where is my wife? Gloria?
Gloria.
Call Gloria. My wife was skinny, and we changed. We were not.
Listen.
We
You
were
listen.
not vegetarian before May 30th.
Oh, please be quiet. You listen to the true story about getting fat or getting skinny. Come, you tell. Gloria, come up.
We made Master Ching Hai. When we made Master Ching Hai in California, May 3rd, May 29th, we were not vegetarian, and that's my wife Gloria, and we changed that. Thank you. We converted to a vegetarian because Master Ching Hai convinced me in the way of scientifically and also the mentally and religiously. And so one night we converted to a vegetarian. My
Overnight,
wife gained 15 pounds since then. It's only 6 months.
6 months gain 15
Only
pounds.
6 months.
Yeah. But do not worry, it's not everybody like that.
Thank you.
Gain 15 pounds, my goodness. Stop there, otherwise you will get too fat.
Thank
You
you.
see, not everyone get fat or get skinny by vegetarian. Yeah, it is. We have to consider your chemical reactions to these foods. Yeah, because before she ate animal food and she had always diarrhea. She never get very fat. And now after vegetarian, her body doesn't react violently like that anymore, and she become calm and peaceful and assimilate all the food that she eats. Therefore, she gains some weight. Yeah, but that doesn't mean you will gain weight. I cannot guarantee these physical changes. I can only guarantee mental equilibrium, yeah, calmness, and more loving change. I cannot guarantee the physical change, but that's not necessary anyhow. Yeah, we have many vegetarian people who are fat, who are skinny, who are beautiful, who are young, who are old, or anything. Anything else? Oh, you don't leave me alone, come. Yes? Mm. In mental illness, yes.
And there are many questions that still need to be answered, as why there are families which has schizophrenia passed on in the families, and how is that explained by karmic actions? The second question is it rightful for scientists to ask after enlightenment that there is a quicker answer from somewhere above to these questions, or do they still have to stick with their scientific method and try to answer these questions?
There is quicker answers than scientific research.
And that is expected to happen?
Yes,
or
yes,
they can expect
directly intuitive. You see, we have the brain, which we use only 5%. That everyone knows, yeah, including the scientists. So there are another 95% laying dormant with a lot of power and information and capability. So when you awaken this full power of the brain and you get all the answers, which you have to do the research for many, many years in order to get, and even not correct sometimes after many years of research. Therefore, the scientists, sometimes they prove like that is correct, and the next year they prove the different way, and the next year another different way, yeah? Because we use a limited power instead of use the whole power. So the method of enlightenment is nothing new and nothing mysterious. It's only to awaken your full competency, full power of intelligence, all right? 95% still there. So you get answered quickly from meditation.
Yes. The other question I was asking is that we know that there are diseases which are inheritable.
Mm.
And how is that explained by the law of retribution?
Oh, yes. The people who inherit this disease, yeah, are connected with each other in previous lives through some common, through some common goals, common deeds, and togetherness, together doing something, together thinking something, understand? And together inherit something. And because of their passion for each other, they also stick together and come back as son and daughter. And they also inherit the past fruits. Yeah? They go through, it is happened through their love and attachment for each other, and also from the past life that they have done things together, the same thing, which bear the same fruit. Understand? Everything is through karma, nothing exceptional. Yes?
I'm not sure I follow some of what you're saying. You just came from 2 countries in Latin America, Brazil and Argentina.
I
No.
will go there.
She is going
Oh,
Yeah.
you're going.
from New York
Yeah.
City.
I'm sorry.
I went there last in six months ago.
May.
In
June.
May, but
In June, yeah.
it was long ago, and I am going
Oh,
now. So what
okay.
is the connection with them?
My question is, there's both tremendous wealth and tremendous poverty in both Brazil and Argentina. Am I following that we're saying if a person is living in tremendous poverty, it has something to do with their karma from a past life?
Tremendous what?
I barely.
Poverty. Yes, of course. What else can you explain? Is God so partial? No, we create our own things. But one day when we are tired of everything, then we are awakened. We will go back to where no poverty, no rich, nothing, just happiness and bliss, and we have whatever we want. But it's not like that in a material sense. What I told you about Amitabha land is only for those who are not completely enlightened. Yeah? Those who are completely enlightened are teachers of devas and men, of heavens and men. They are out of all these kind of question whether happy or unhappy, whether rich or poor. Yeah? But those who are not yet enlightened have to suffer under the law of karma. Whatever poverty they get is due to the past life that they did not give in charity. The material welfare of people depends on their charity during their existence on the earth, in the world. If they always give in charity, it don't mean you have to give a lot. Understand? For example, in Buddhist Sutra, there is a story about a monk. Yeah, he was born with a golden face, shining, and born in a rich family, because in last life, many lives before, 100 lives, 900 years before, he had given a donation of 1 penny to the Buddha, to the living master of that time. And for 99 lives, he enjoyed richness and respected position and intelligence. And the last of the 99th life, he met the other Buddha and gained enlightenment and become a Buddha himself. Yeah? So maybe you find a Buddha and offer a penny. Or you tell the Brazil people to do so, but they will not believe it. Because of ignorance, people have to be born into poverty and suffering. If everyone knows how to create their own life, that would be much better for the world. But do they believe you? The time will come when they have to believe. When they are tired of all the drastic circumstances, they will turn back to the Buddha nature. They will believe in God. They will look for an enlightened master. Right? There's no other remedy. We have to wait. Okay. Any other question? Yeah, you. Yeah. No?
Well, I find it hard to believe that a whole country is impoverished because of their past life behavior.
Yeah, that's
Do you
right.
follow?
I follow.
But that's what I mean, and I'm talking materially.
Yes.
But that is what you are saying.
Yeah.
So the people that live in this country, the United States, which is the richest country of the world, have lived very enlightened lives in the past, whereas people that
Very
live
charitable life in the past.
very charitable lives.
No, not necessarily enlightened. Richness and enlightenment are different things altogether. You may be rich but not enlightened. You may be poor but enlightened. Okay. Well, that's true. But this you can believe when you see it. After you practice sometimes of meditation of some kinds, not necessarily my kind, yeah? And then you again assess into those past memory. You will see to yourself the whole karmic structure of the world and why some places are poor, why some people are rich. You see clearly like you read a book or you see a movie's picture. Everything is recorded in the history of time and space, yeah? There's nothing destroy, nothing disappear. Everything is manifest and concentrated in a form of energy and is recorded in a different level of consciousness. And we can see that to ourselves. Then you have no more doubt. Now if you argue with me until tomorrow, you still have doubt because you don't see it. So my question, my proposal is I invite you to come into the kingdom of heaven and the kingdom of invisible knowledge and find out for yourself. I do not force you to believe what you do not see. I only offer you a chance to prove it to yourself. But you need faith and practice. You can't just know everything overnight, like any science. You can't learn to be a doctor in one night or 2 nights. You have to truly want to be a doctor and study with another doctors in a medical school, and then over the years you will become one, right? But immediately you know something about medicine in the first days or first week, that's for sure. Just like you come to an enlightened master, you have some instant of enlightenment, some particle, some part of it, and then you develop further. Right? Now we have to end.
Excuse me. Yeah. The room for the reception is going to be closed at
Yes.
6, so we have to move there.
So, I'm sorry. We live and wish you all the happiness.
The time for reception. Please, as far as the initiation, that people would like to go, please be on time, 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We are not going to wait any minute. It has to start all together as a group. It's just one group, one time, that's it. And there will be a map and direction at the front desk. Ask the attendant.